Can you get it as an individual track on iTunes? Can you hell? Right then, hello, good evening and welcome, or should I say hello, good morning or good afternoon and welcome. My name is Paul, I'm also called Knickknack. I'm the brains, God help me, behind Knickknack's daily teaser, and if you look at the little I button, you'll see those and other parts of my contents floating across your screens as well. I've also been known to talk about movies I've watched, if I think it's worth the effort. I recently saw Candyman a couple of days ago. Very good film, actually, well worth checking out. I also like to watch TV shows, and I like telling people about ones I've enjoyed. Just recently, of course, I've been watching the HBO series Lovecraft Country, and I wanted to tell you about its third episode, Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost opens with a brief summary of episode 2, Whitey's on the Moon, and moves briefly to a flashback of Letty, Jenny Smollett, and Ruby, Womani Masaki. I hope I've got the names right there. I do apologise if I haven't. It shows us the two sisters at a church meeting where Ruby is singing, dancing, and testifying before the altar of the Lord, but Letty, of course, being far more reserved at the time, hanging back and staying in her pew. It briefly also shows us a title card telling us that a house had been bought by African Americans, and that 3 people had later gone missing from it. After that slide, the episode then shows us Letty showing Ruby her new acquisition, a dilapidated old house that looks like it's straight out of Psycho, but is in actual fact on Chicago's north side, in a part of town that usually doesn't welcome African Americans. It seems Letty's bought it with an inheritance from her and Ruby's mother, and is intent on renovating the place and using it as a boarding house for her fellow African Americans. Meanwhile, Tick, Jonathan Majors, is having problems of his own, since he and Letty and his father Montrose, the late Michael K. Williams, I should add, had got back from Devon County with Uncle George's dead body. Aunt Hippolyte, Angelou Ellis, is suspicious and becoming increasingly suspicious because she feels that Tick and Montrose aren't telling her everything about her husband's death. And because of that, she takes Tick up on his offer to move out. Given that he knows perfectly well Letty's opening a boarding house that needs decorating, given that he needs a room, Tick is happy to help her settle in and organise a housewarming party. Once her boarders are moved in, once it's all decorated, and once that house party's on the go, that's the time Letty finds there's ghosts in the cellar, and possibly a slightly longer term problem. She finds there's a burning cross on the front garden. At any rate, do I know stuff? Do I think stuff? Do I know things? First off, as a minor point, and referencing the introduction there, this episode has used Nina Simone's version of Cinnamon as like a closing theme. Can I find that original on iTunes? Can I? Heck. It's album only. Come on, Apple, you can do a little better than that and sell us the seminal Nina Simone song without having to buy the whole bloody album. Sort yourself out, Tim Cook. At any rate, back to what I was saying. Do I know stuff? Yes, I do. The one thing I do know at the moment is that HBO has cancelled Lovecraft Country. I saw the news a couple of days ago floating past on my timeline. I personally think HBO have done exactly what Showtime did with Penny Dreadful City of Angels and what BBC 3 did with The Fades. They've cancelled them and made a big, huge, lovely, wonderful mistake. going on what I saw of Penny Dreadful, City of Angels, and The Fades, they were fantastic series that at least needed or could have easily justified an extra series coming out of it. What I've seen tonight is in Holy Ghost is a fantastic episode. It's suitably gory, suitably scary. There's a mix of real world monsters and supernatural monsters and a beautifully told story that I found, again, riveting. And based on what I've seen so far of these first 3 episodes, Lovecraft Country is a fantastic series, and HBO has made a mistake. It's a beautiful story, this one. It's telling us a ghost story. It's horror. It's supposed to. It's telling us a bit of relevant real-world story. The death of George Floyd tells us this sort of thing is relevant. And it's also telling us in part about the relationship between Letty and Ruby. The two sisters have as I know, having 2 sisters myself, it's a complicated, messy relationship, and it's beautiful to watch us or find out more about it. So, A, The Holy Ghost is a good episode, but B, Lovecraft Country so far on these 3 episodes is a great series, and I think HBO has made a mistake. It's a bad, bad, bad mistake. Good TV is rare. Lovecraft Country is definitely good TV. At any rate, I'm going to end this video right here and now, and I'm going to come back next Wednesday when I'll have my next written and video review. Go dig up a copy of Cineman and give it a listen. Go watch Lovecraft Country.